again, and welcome to the VK6CS amateur radio channel. You may be able to hear some audio in the background. It's being received on an FT857. It's currently running on this little loop here. I can't see this LCD viewfinder very well, but there's a little mag loop here. There we go. As you can see, it's sort of diamond shaped, and you can see how close the bottom of that loop is there to the ground. It's actually hanging on the guy wires of this much larger loop that we have here, and we're going to be putting some power into both of these antennas. Now, listening to this, the station that we're just listening to is S8 on the small loop, and we've got an 857 in the radio hut, and that's receiving it on this massive antenna that goes all the way up there and across here, great big delta loop at S9. So we've got one S point up on receive between this little tiny portable magnetic loop antenna made out of RG58 and this huge commercial installation, which is quite interesting. Now I think we're going to give them a call and just compare the signal strength between the 857 and the 817. Now the 857 is set to 50 watts at the moment. And can I use your call sign? Yeah, sure, yeah. I'll just get that down there. Oh, actually, I'll give him a call. He's calling me now, is he? That's Clive CSW just calling me. So this is the 857, which is currently connected to the big delta loop. This is a... I don't know if you can see that display, but that's... VK6CS back. Oh yeah, well, this is a much larger larger antenna. It's the same radio, same output power. It's the 857, and this we're just doing a quick comparison between this and a small magnetic loop antenna. So we've gone from the mobile whip antenna on the vehicle to this fairly large commercial delta loop, and we'll go from this to a small home constructed mag loop, just to see what the difference is, if that's okay with you guys. So if I could just get a couple of reports and then I'll come back with the mag loop, that would be really useful. I wonder how this one sounds to you, Clive. VK6CSW with the group, VK6CS portable. That's amazing. VK6CS portable. That's still incredible, Clive, because the report I would give you on your small homebrew radio is still better. I don't know if you could see that, but that was peaking up to S8, S9. That's amazing. The station that just came on and said it's S9 to me, Steve. Who was that, over? Yeah, so yes, thanks for that, Mark, and your S9 as well. There's another station there, I think that was KRC, it sounded like, who also popped on and gave us a report there. You're about S7, I think, something like that. So many thanks for that. Okay, well, we'll swap it over to the small homemade mag loop and call back in a few minutes. Many thanks, guys. Not sure whose go it is. I'll put it over to Clive, VK6CSW with the group, VK6CS portable.
Yeah, okay. Did you copy Bob all right? He gave you, I think, 5 and 9 or 5 and 8. But you looked a bit QSB on the signal there, Steve. But you came up almost to a 5 and 9 on that last over, so it's certainly by far
VK7.
You're 5 and 7. I'm located just down by the southern end of the airport, Perth Airport, Steve Gad.
VK6 KLC with the group, VK6 CS portable. Yeah, thanks for that, Bob. And I'd say you're about the same. That was about S8, and no problem copying you at all. Mark, as always, is crashing signal, excellent signal. It was going to 9+, and with very good audio quality. Okay, well, many thanks, guys. We'll just hook up the other antenna, and we'll call you back in a few minutes. VK6 CS portable. Oh, there's Al there as well.
VK6 Kilo India Sierra, go ahead. Yeah, Kilo India Foxtrot, name's Al. So you can relay to Steve, he's not hearing me. He's spotted S9 down here at my QDH, go ahead.
Copy that, Al. You're a solid 9 here, over.
That's good, Steve. Let you go to your mag loop. VK6 Alpha Charlie Bravo portable.
Now, Alpha Charlie Bravo portable was distorting the LCD display in the radio because he's about 20 metres away.
VK6 Alpha Charlie Bravo portable. Yeah, thanks for that, Mark. I'm just standing about 10 yards away from Steve, using the magnetic loop antenna with an 817, just running 5 watts, the exact same setup that we were running down on the seafront a couple of weeks ago there, Mark. So I'd be interested in a signal report from you from VK6 Alpha Charlie Bravo portable. Okay, S1, reasonably 5, 5 by 1. Is your report to my mobile? And before I forget, Bob, your signal, X5 signal on the same pair outputs about the same signal to me as well, so your antenna's working well. Over to you, Clive, for report for the mag loop. Yeah, thanks, Mark, VK6 CSA in the group. VK6 Alpha Charlie Bravo with your 5 watts mag loop. Readability 5, but signal strength about 1 to 2.
Okay.
VK6 CSW, VK6 Alpha Charlie Bravo portable. Yeah, okay, Clive. Well, thank you very much for the 5 and 1. That's much appreciated. Your signal is about a 5 and 5 with me. Absolutely crystal clear audio, and yeah, signal strength of about 5 there, Clive. Over. Yeah, okay. Yeah, probably starting a little bit towards the end there. I don't know whether Alpha's there or not. VK6 Kilo India Foxtrot, but also around about the same. Readability 5, but about strength 1 to 2. Over to you, Al. Yeah, no problems there, VK6KIF in the group. Yeah, I'm just listening on the side. I'll just sit on the side there, listen to the activity. So, yeah, all good stuff. Just running the 857 at the moment on the long wire there, Steve. So, ready here, VK6CS in the group, VK6KIF, just sitting on the side there.
VK6KIF with the group. Yeah, good signal, Al. Good audio, good signal strength, no problem at all. What I've done is I've just changed the output power of the 857 from 50 watts down to 5 watts. So I should have a very similar output power to the output power Mark is using on his 817 on the mag loop about 10 metres away from me. How does this signal on the big commercial antenna with a very similar output power to the 817 sound on how does this signal sound on the big antenna compared with Mark on the mag loop? Maybe you could let us know, Al. I've forgotten what order it's supposed to be in now. VK6 KIF with the group, VK6CS.
Yeah, fine, Steve. VK6CS in the group, VK6 KIF. Yeah, well, your S5, S6, you've just come down a little bit. Mark is about a 4 by 1. He's about a 4 by 1 at my QDH. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, okay. So there's a fairly significant difference between the big commercial loop and the homemade mag loop, I suppose, as you might expect. What about with you, Clive? VK6 CSW, VK6 CS portable with the group.
Yeah, VK6 CS, VK6 CSW. Still readability 5, but you're not doing very much at all to the S-bit, Steve. What's that 5
VK6KLC with the group VK6CS. Yeah, what's actually happening, Bob? We're just doing a few comparisons, just doing some comparisons here. So we've got two radios, an 857 and an 817, and we were initially running the 857 at 50 watts into a mobile antenna on the bull bar on the vehicle. Then we put the 857 onto a big commercial delta loop, still running 50 watts. Then Mark ACB called with the 817 running 5 watts onto the small mag loop, and then I reduced the output power of the 857 to 5 watts, but that's still connected to the big delta loop. So that's what's going on at the moment. So at the moment I'm running 5 watts from an 857 into a large commercial delta loop, and Mark, who's 10 meters away from me, was running similar output power into a small homemade magnetic loop. Over.
Okay, what was the power in the magnetic loop?
Do you want to take that, Mark?
Yeah, the power on the magnetic loop is 5 watts from an FT817 over. Okay, on 5 watts in the magnetic loop. Well, you're just the 55, but it'd be far more pleasant readability given the fact that I've got a very noisy band here this afternoon. Go ahead. Yeah, okay, thanks for that, Clive, much appreciated. So the magnetic loop does appear to be working okay. Obviously not performing anywhere near as well as the commercial delta loop, but I guess that's to be expected. The base of the mag loop is probably about 4 inches off the floor, and the loop itself is just hanging from one of the supporting guides to the main large delta loop. Anyway, thank you very much for the report. Do appreciate it. Your reports say probably 5 and 7 here. It's just improved a little bit over the previous over there, Clive. Over. Yeah, I think it goes back to Bob. Actually, it was Bob you were working there, Mark. Over. Sorry, apologies. You go next then, Bob, from VK6ACB Portable.
Yeah, just for a very quick comparison there, Bob. So that was Mark, and this is myself, and we're 10 meters apart. And it sounds like, perhaps not surprisingly, with the same output power, it's much nicer listening to this one. Is that right, O? Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah. VK6CS with the group. Yeah, understood, Bob. I wouldn't have believed, just looking at this, I'm actually recording this with a video camera, and with a view to putting it on YouTube, so hopefully no one will object. I've just got the camera running, I'm just looking at the 857 while the QSO is going on, but it will show the mag loop antenna that we're using. I think I'm being eaten by mosquitoes here, and this big delta loop as well. So as long as everyone's happy with that, you can actually have a look at it. But this mag loop is made from RG58 coax, so you can just scrunch it up and put it in your travel bag, and it's absolutely amazing that you say that it may be quite a few dB down signal strength wise, but if you had your eyes shut it sounds pretty similar. I think that's what the gist of what you're saying there, Bob. VK6KLC with the group, VK6CS Portable.
Correct, Bob. Okay, I've just pulled up at the driveway now. There's a VK2 station breaking in who might
That's amazing.
Points different. So if you compare your mobile whip to the mag loop, there's probably 5 points difference between those two at least.
Wow.
That's another consideration.
Yeah.
Alright, Bob, I'll be clear for about 10 minutes and I'll come back up on the base station. Gentlemen, BK6BSA stationary mobile now clear. Yes, that's fine. Fine. Incidentally, Steve, just to give you some perspective of the receiving that you're doing, I'm running 2.68 watts at the moment, measured on a LP100A. If you're familiar with the beast, I don't know that there's a peak reading watt meter around that is capable of outperforming this one, so it's not an RMS meter, it's a genuine peak at 2.65 watts, so that'll give you some idea how your hearing goes. Break, VK6, Charlie, Sierra Whiskey. I've got to go now, folks, but most interesting, and catch up with you a little bit later on. 73 VK6, CSW here. Cheers, Clive.
Yeah, cheers, Clive, and thanks for the report, and cheers to Mark as well. Maybe catch you later on if we can, if we're going to stick around much longer. I think I've got the gist of the reports with regard to the comparison between the mobile antenna and the big Delta loop. So yeah, it's all good fun. Many thanks for that. And Bob, I don't know. Yeah, it was. I would say you're peaking to S8. You're doing a very good job with your 2.68 watts. I tell you, it's readability 5. Audio quality is fine, and peaking up to S8. So very nice signal on this big antenna. I think the receive is going to be fairly similar. Hang on just a sec. Maybe you could give him a report, Mark ACBO. No, it's Bob. Clive's gone. VK6 KRC, VK6CS portable. Did you hear Mark ACB there, Bob? Over.
Yes, a little bit difficult with readability. A little bit difficult with readability on that occasion, but I've got this varying noise which is between a 3 and a 6, and it's just hyped up.
Turn the power up to 100 watts.
So that'll give you some idea on your receive. That's about 103 watts at the moment. Steve, go ahead.
Yeah, that's 9 plus. I've just turned the power on the 857 up to 100 watts as well. So hopefully you'll be hearing me through the noise. Yes, it was 9 plus all the way there, Bob. What Mark ACB said was on the magnetic loop. He's listening to you on the 817 on the magnetic loop, and it was you were 5 and 7 on that. Hang on a sec. Mark, when he turned his power up, was that better?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah. So when you turned your power up, it was better than S7 on the 5 on the 817 on the small mag loop. Bob, over.
How big is the loop?
16 feet of RG58. It's arranged in a diamond shape, 4 feet per side, and the bottom is about 2 inches off the ground. Huh?